Hi, sisters. I have a peculiar issue. People may think I'm being petty, but I don't even know how to say this. My boyfriend is so ugly. I feel bad that I'm saying this, but it's the truth. He's kind, he's caring, and doing well for himself, but his looks are so poor. Every day he sends me a picture of himself and I reply by saying, "Nice picture," but immediately I delete it. I feel so bad because he's a nice guy. On the other hand, I'm tall, curvy, and beautiful. I posted a picture of us and my brother commented with this comment, "Beauty and the Beast." I want to settle with this guy, but I'm scared my children will carry his big mouth and nose. What do I do? Sabby, I'm coming to you.
Human beings, man. So I think the first thing I'd look at is whether the relationship is as great as she makes it out to be, or if her physical repulsion is an indication of a greater issue. And I'm sorry to use such a strong word, but her description, repulsion. But it's such an oxymoron for me because she says one thing, but then she believes another, right? So she chose a guy who was less physically attractive, right? Because of all these other abundance of qualities that he has that are unrelated to his appearance, right? So the fact that he's caring, he's thoughtful, let's say he's got humor, those things, were nonetheless attractive in their own way, right? They attracted her, right? So at that time, she was looking at all these other things, right? She recognized at that moment that there's no such thing as perfections when it comes to human beings, right? And so in a humor sort of way, is she going to forgive that shortcoming, right? For the sake of getting the rest of the package, right? So she chose a boyfriend for the reasons that I stated, right? Humor, thoughtfulness, whatever that is, that qualify her as a mature and non-superficial human being. But now all of a sudden things have changed. So is she either not the person she thought she was? Have her priorities shifted? Or is she no longer attracted to him? Because it can't be both, So are we going to go for the long-standing traits that make for a great marriage? Or are we going to go for the superficial looks? Because she went there. So I'm trying to figure out when she said yes to him when he was like, "Baby, hi, I'm into you. What's your name? My name is." Why did she say yes? And so is it because other people are now going, "Oh my God, he's so ugly," because that she's talking about one thing that can't change. Like it can't change. So I don't understand. So you have to decide, like, what do you want in the long term? So do you want to find a guy that's good looking, but that's lacking in substance? Or is this something you can look beyond? If he's ugly to you and he repulses you, then that's a different story. I think for me, I'm really trying to understand because she's been with him. She talks so well of him. She makes him out to be this amazing person. And then there's this one side, that thing, guys, where you can meet someone. And when you first meet them, you're like, "Ooh, not very attractive." And then you get to know them. And the more you speak, the more he changes.
Yeah.
His spirit makes him attractive. His personality makes him attractive. The things you realize about him makes him attractive. Your friends could be like, "Oh my gosh, he's so unattractive." And for you, it's like, "No, he's not." And so I want to know from you, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? That's me.
Right. Okay. Like when Sabby's done talking, we're all like, don't stop. Just keep going, girl.
Keep going.
Yeah. You do that. Olivia, what do you think?
Oh my goodness. Clearly, I think that this girl, I feel like this guy has something that she's holding on to. Again, another, thing about quality, about he's kind, he's all of that, he's all of that. But you see, when I met my husband, Jessica, my husband. My husband is not tall. My husband is like my height. I was like, oh, I want a guy who is tall, who is dark, who is this, who is that. Oh my gosh. But this guy, the way he reached out to me, he was so friendly and he was so genuine and he was so real, an open book. I mean, what's not to love about an open book? Somebody who just said, Nadri Wufi. He's like, I could see him be the father to my children. And the content in the was all that I wanted. And we are friends. And the relationship was built through friendship, solid friendship, trust, and everything. I don't even notice his height because, like I always say he's tall where it matters, you know, and that's the most important thing.
TMI.
That's just by the by.
TMI.
And we have two certificates to prove, by the way. So let's just say I'm happy. Anyways, going back to this woman, listen, this guy here, you're going to wake up every morning to him when he's blowing fuse early in the morning, and his mouth is going to be bigger than it currently is, and his nose is going to be bigger. It is not going to change. Because she goes on about the fact that she can't even begin to imagine what their children will look like. Will their children have big eyes and big nose?
Big nose and mouth.
So it's a deal breaker for you. So why are you even lying to the guy and telling him that, oh, you look handsome? Like,
no, she says nice picture. She didn't say he looks handsome, please. She said nice picture.
Okay, yes, nice. Okay,
nice picture.
Okay, nice picture to the guy.
But
so she's lying to the guy. Yes, she's lying to the guy. She's making the guy. Do you know what it takes for you to take a picture and send it to your boyfriend? You will stand, you will pose, you will do the angle.
You'll take at least 20 and send him the best one.
Only for her to say that it is nice, but she doesn't mean it, and the guy is being led on.
But why is he sending plenty pictures?
If your boyfriend and girlfriend will love each other, won't you send me?
Yeah, but it's okay, I know what you look like. Why must you send me pictures?
Oh, no.
He's probably like, oh babe, think about me today, a new outfit. What
Different
Charlie, today is all for you, I'm all for you. Like, he's being the typical guy who is in love, who loves this girl, but he has no idea that this girl finds him repulsive. Is that fair on him? It's not. There's another girl who will see him and you'll be like, damn, this lips on mine, oh, this nose. And you know what they say about if men have big noses and big hands and big feet, and some girl will be like head over heels over him. And you are like, penna. And you know what? After marriage, you guys get used to each other. We women, we feed our husbands. Hey, why didn't you finish eating the food? Eat. And then the pot belly starts coming out. The nose will start getting big. It's not going to change. Like Sabi said, the nose is not going to get any smaller over time. He will annoy you. You'll see him cry out with, and this is a man you're going to even be intimate with. You're going to lie under him for him to come on top of you in that particular moment. Are you sure you're going to have an orgasm? Me, some way. I'm looking at it different ways. Masa, you can't ask him to go and do plastic surgery to his nose. That is how God created him. He was, what does the Bible even say? He was fearfully and wonderfully made. God thought about what he would think about when he decided to create him the way he created him. One man's meat, my lesser advice, one man's meat is another man's poison. Stop leading him on. You claim that he has all these qualities. Then let those qualities shine through. And the fact that you said that your brother described you people as Beauty and the Beast. And you're going to have wedding photos and you're going to remember his nose and his lips in these wedding photos till thy kingdom come.
Sure.
Leave the poor guy.
Wedding photos. Yeah. You have babies.
You have babies.
And they'll look like him.
Papa winning out the tion. Then you be insulting the poor child. Who do you even ask for his father's nose or his father's mouth? Really, don't do that. I personally, I feel like if you think that you cannot, those things are impossible for you. You cannot live with him because you look at his face for the next 50, 60 years, 70 years, God willing. And it's not going to get interesting over time. It's not. So let him go. Let him find somebody who would love him for who he is and who will be true to him. Forget him. Let him go. Honestly, let him go. It's not fair on him.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No.
Matter.
But I think the ladies have said it all. But first of all, what even got her to date the guy in the first place? So I'm thinking maybe she was in some kind of a situation and the guy came through for her. Like it could be financial, psychological, emotional. Maybe she was in some kind of fix and the guy came through for her. So at that point, he was all he needed. And then maybe later, after she got whatever she wanted and she's now okay, feeling cozy and everything, the guy is everything she doesn't want. Madam, physical attraction is an ingredient for a sustainable relationship. If you are not physically attracted to the guy, please let him go. Because like Olivia said, one man's spit is another man's poison. Maybe some girl is checking out this guy in his office. You know?
Yeah, blocking
she
chances.
she can even imagine how this lips you are describing some way
Is doing other things.
Yes.
you know. And you are just blocking somebody's chance. If you don't like him, let him go. I mean, ugly there is too strong a word to use on somebody you call a boyfriend. I don't know whether she's even been intimate with him, but from the way she's talking, I'm not sure. And you're even lying to the guy. He sends you a picture, I tell you, nice picture. What sort of?
But what should she have said, to be honest?
No,
to be honest, what should she say?
No, you tell him.
Or you just send a smiley? No, really, what should she say?
You know the one with the nose mask, right?
Or a zip on the lip.
Yeah.
No. But you see, I mean, when you are with someone, and maybe even if they go to the barbering shop and then their haircut is different, you think, oh no, that's for this one.
Don't
No,
like it.
Yeah, today I didn't like the
But
way.
you can't change his face.
No, you can't change his face. But at least if he sends you a picture and you don't like it, be honest with the guy and tell him.
That means every single picture he sends her, she will say that.
No, there
Yeah, because they're saying being honest. The truth is
Yeah. That's
She just doesn't like the guy, so you should let him go.
So in letting him go, how exactly will she end up breaking up with him? I don't want to be in a relationship with you because your mouth and your nose are...
She probably won't say that.
She won't
Just say
say that.
you know.
She
rather
will try and find
it's
something.
it's
You
you.
see, it's weird.
It's me. It's not you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
not you, it's me.
But the
They use
earlier
that.
she lets him go, the better, because it's not fair on
Yeah,
him.
I agree.
It's not fair.
For some people, physical attraction is like a really, really big deal. You know, really big deal. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter how good you smell. If they can't connect with you, they can't look at you and feel like, oh yeah, this is my man. It's really hard for them to look past that to acknowledge anything else. And I feel like this is where this girl is at. So yeah, don't kid yourself and save a good man some trouble, okay? Find someone else. Find a way to gently let him down and find someone else. Hopefully, you see, this is the other thing. You might follow good looks and you'll find a monster. I'm just saying, good looks aren't everything, okay? So good luck in your quest to find someone who suits you, but just remember that